back to the farmstead garden. What's left of it anyway. This is about it. It's been a long, hot summer, and really the only thing we have left to harvest are birdhouse gourds. They're starting to dry up. We're supposed to get some rain this weekend, so I want to get these down, get them put in the greenhouse for now so that they can start drying. I've got some crates in there, some plastic crates that we're going to stack them on so that they can start the drying process. And then in the spring, we should have some gourds ready to wash up, clean off, get ready for the birds next spring. So let's get started. First thing I gotta do is go dig my wheelbarrow out of that shed. Wish me luck. I'll be back. Okay, here we are. So, we know that these gourds are ready because the little stems are brown. You want to leave them on there best you can until the little stems get brown. And that way you know they're ready to be set aside and dried. So, this vine is still attached down here at the bottom. I'm gonna cut it so that it'll finish drying and we can put it off and start over next spring. So, let's see, I'm going to cut this right below the node. I'm going to leave as much of that stem on there as I can. Not sure why, that's just what I've heard, so that's what I'm gonna do. So, see if we can get these picked off. Now these here on this trellis are a little smaller than the ones over on the big trellis. And we'll get to those in just a bit, but let's get these done first. So on that one, we got 12. An even dozen. Look at those cuties. All right, on to the big one. Same thing on these. I'm gonna try to find the ones that are already brown and cut them first. I'm gonna cut the stalks so they quit growing, and I'll probably leave some of the ones that are still green to try to let them dry down some. I'm seeing an awful lot of pest pressure on here. It's probably aphids. I should have gotten out here and tended to these sooner. I didn't, but they got ants in them too. Part of the joys of growing a garden. This vine is enormous. that vine is. All right, this little one still has a green stem on it, so I'm gonna try to leave it. Okay, I want to show you. This is one plant, and it has done half of these. There was one plant over on the other side. I'm gonna need a shower here pretty quick. But I want to show you how big this one plant got in this little 2x4 raised bed. If I don't fall over shit and fall down. Look at that. That's the root. Holy moly. There you go. I think that plant was very happy in this little bed. My goodness gracious. I've left this much that's still green. It's all cut, nothing's attached, so it should dry up pretty quick. These have still got green stems. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, then I'll show you how many we got. Well, I would call that a successful harvest. And this, I lost count of how many there are. Maybe when we go to stack them, I'll recount them, but it's a whole bundle. And this from just 3 plants. There was one plant in each of these little raised beds, and there was one plant out there on the trellis in the big garden with those little ones on there. So I would say this is not bad. How exciting. So I've changed my plans a little bit about what I was going to do with them in the midst of all this, because it looks like they have so much aphid pressure on them, some kind of pest pressure on them. I'm not going to put them in my greenhouse. I do not want to introduce that into my greenhouse. So I'm going to put them out here in my little covered potting shed, we call it. And it still has holes in it from the hailstorm. I've ordered a new cover, but it hadn't come in yet. So I'm going to put this up under there where it'll block most of the rain that we're going to get over the next few days. And then I'm going to cover it with a tarp or something that will protect it again. And then as soon as the rain ends the first of next week, I'll come out here and stack these in the greenhouse. So, or somewhere where they can get dry. Hopefully by then this cover will come in and maybe I can stack them out here in the in the potting shed, and that way they would get a lot of airflow and stuff. That's a great idea. I think we might do that. Anyway, a project for next week. But for now, I need a shower. I am itchy. But sure feels good to have put in the work to grow these, to watch them grow. I have so enjoyed seeing these trellises from my kitchen window this summer. Brings a little joy to my heart. And as the gourds got bigger, you could see them growing, and that made it all the better. So let's get these put up and go get a shower. Thanks for watching. See you next time.